Oh, them, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Scott. I don't know if you've joined me yet, but I'm here with Kevin and we're working on getting started. So I'm going to try and do this so you can see us.
So what issues exactly?
All right, can you hear me? All right, you can see the bar there.
Yeah. So I see it moving.
All right, so not everybody's here yet, and I think people are going to start to sign on soon, hopefully. Let me go around here real quick. Yeah, we're just waiting pretty much. You don't have your laptop with you, do you?
I do.
Can't talk to you right now.
Jeff Engler, is he going to join?
Yeah, it's Jeff. I think he's trying to connect. I'm sure I'll get a message that says one thing or another.
She's going to pop up when people join.
Okay.
I need to look and see if I can tell who's.
Yeah, why don't you see if you can find that link that I just put on the Sun Guardians page. Do you have an internet thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That yours there? Got another one. I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of. It's only a 2-hour window. Hopefully, they'll cut me off mid meeting. This isn't too bad.
Yeah.
That's
I'm only just
randomly like not.
no, I'm coming to this thing. I'm just on a call.
Last year, like pots and plates and stuff like that, were just left for the day. You know, and we got a bigger kitchen coming this year, and we need to. Oh, hey, Guitardo.
Hi.
We just started talking a little bit. If you could mute your mic, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I was just saying that Mary's stepping up. She's going to be taking a more active role in the kitchen. She's going to kind of be a bit of an enforcer as far as making sure people are cleaning up after themselves and making sure that pots and pans and pots, so forth, get clean before people disappear for the day. It's going to be really important because we're going to need a health certificate this year because we're going to expand our tea service a little bit with boba tea. Hello. Do you want to be seen? All right, Doug just came in looking sporty, like he just left work. Let's see. And then what we're going to figure out is what roles people are taking on. Why don't you slide in next to him a little bit, just so. So Guitardo and Jeff are on the line here. I'm not sure who else will join us along the way. And then we're not sure Notto's coming back this year. Unfortunately, when he told me he wasn't coming back, I was like, it just was like heartbreaking because him and I have worked so well together, and we're such a balance on each other that, and Ray has been a great part of that team too. I'm hoping to get 2 more people on that level for the camp. Because, I mean, the past 2 years I have, left the playa so sick and stressed out that, and then the time that I actually was given to have on my own and to be free of, was very rewarding. But I'm hoping to push a little bit more balance for leadership and just to make sure things get done. I kind of look at camp as being, a place where I'm doing this for everybody else. There's our campmates, that need to have space and balance and be comfortable. But the guests that come into our space, I really need to feel welcome and part of that as well. So we'll be a little bit stronger on scheduling for concierge service and general cleanup and stuff like that. Some of these resources will, of course, come from the camp, just like we did this last year. But I've actually offered or am exploring the option of someone that doesn't depend on the kitchen, is not taking care of it. Part of their job is to do a little bit of helping out, and they have access to our shower. Because I don't want to put any more strain on the kitchen than what we have. And we should keep it less than 40 people in camp for that aspect of it. And then any number that want to take advantage of that camping space is just, extra cream in the coffee. Because I do want to raise a little bit more money this year. We have a list of projects started, and that project needs to expand at our next meeting. There's certain things that have to happen. We have to have a shower. I've wrote a plan for that, which I think is kind of simple, but I'm open to suggestions. We need something stronger than what we've had, because I think we needed something a little more wind blocky, and a little bit less, and something just a little more structurally sound. That being said, then that becomes a controlling use of water. We'll have to watch how that happens. But
because if it's nice or sturdy, people want this one.
Yeah, we don't want anybody just standing in the shower, just letting it roll, Yeah. And then there's other features in projects for just the camp. And I want to encourage people, if they got ideas for interactive pieces for the courtyard. So we got the Zoetrope, which we'll do some reinventing on. We've got the Wheel of Destiny, which I want to make bigger. I just want to put like a sheet of plywood over it that's twice as big as what we got now, and just anchor it to that and just increase the options and the size of the wheel. And then I've got something I've called a something else trope. I don't remember what it was called, sectotrope or hexatrope, which is just a 6-sided thing with art and positive images or positive statements on it that people can go up and spin, and whatever faces them is what they get. that's the thought anyway. I'm just trying to think of things that people can touch and interact with and get something out of. The temple itself is going to be expanding, and the lighting is going to be really important this year, down with last year. So I've got a couple of lighting concepts that I want to bring to the table. One of those is actually a lights that are made from plastic cups that we just staple together with light, fairy lights in the middle. Yeah, just fun things that can be easily put in there, but we definitely need more lighting. And then in the temple and around the area, there's the signage that I'm working on. The plan is for 1.5 by 1 foot letters, that's Sun Guardians, with like the circus kind of holes through it with a light going through them for the front of the camp. I think that'd be really cool. And then we're going to reuse the sun that we have for the old sign and kind of incorporate that into it. So we still have that from our second year, which was really cool. That's the plan so far. Like I said, I'm open to ideas. I don't know who's crafty with tools and all, but we'll figure all that out. Let's see. Camp fees are pretty much the same as last year. I've increased some of them, but I've balanced it out with, like, if 2 people are camping together in the same tent or in the same vehicle, that the second person is paying less. So, like, I think it's $250 for a shaded 10 by 10 camping spot, and then if someone's camping with them, they're paying, like, is that what it is? Okay, yeah. Because all the fees were about $200 last year. A little bit. What's that? A lot came out of my pocket, which is, it's not unexpected. Yeah, some people kicked in extra cash. Somebody bought all the coffee. There were people that helped out.
I'd be willing to do things like that. Like, you showed an image of like a Santa something.
Yeah, wasn't that kind of cool looking?
I would be totally willing to
We definitely
chip in on for something like that, because that's much more durable than what we had.
Oh,
The spills and stuff and all that.
well, we should, the way the kitchen is set up this year, at least in the plan, is we got 3 carports strung together. So all that space. Yeah, it's going to be, one section is going to be dining room space and chill space. So we'll have tables that'll be lined up towards the front of camp, so the windows are open so you can see what's going on out there. And then that'd be just chill space. The entrance for the backstage is right there. And then all the camping is from that wall out. That's all covered camping, because basically the temple from last year is now backstage camping. So we're gonna illuminate over that, and then using each block as 10 by 10 space is what people are getting for shading camping. I'm asking for a larger space so far. Use all of our space, which is we use most of it. Over by the second RV is where we had openings, and there were people that tried to parcel in on it, which I couldn't do it because I couldn't take the chance that they weren't going to be clean and all that other stuff. But I'm also open up to other camps joining us and making a village this year. I've invited Rudis Temple. I don't think they're going to go for it. He's not sure what setup he wants to bring, and he's used to camping out like at 2 o'clock in J, which is way the motherfucker.
Not where
So
we want to be.
that's normally where he goes. And then somebody called me last night from Peterson's Pink Pagoda. They usually camp at Center Camp and Rods Road and 530 right there on that corner, and they want to come into the neighborhood this year. But they might rebrand, and he's talking about doing something that might work with us. So, but I told him that if he does come with us, that what's that? Oh, we got great spot, yeah. And I just hope that I really hope that we get as lucky this coming year. I mean, because we have the bathrooms right there. At first I was like, oh no. And then I'm like, oh yeah.
Really convenient.
Yeah, you had to pee. All you had to do is walk across the street. Yeah. So that worked out really nice. We had great neighbors. So there's no complaints about that. I am willing to bet that we'll see something on the JRS in the next couple of days. Well, we got direct ticket sales. We get that. So I have to submit however many people. So there's 15 people. If there's 15 people on my list, then that means 30 tickets for us. So everybody gets a chance of buying 2 tickets. I'm going to be applying for a low-income ticket this year, just because I think I can. I'm hoping I can get it. And even if I can, I can come over the ticket. So I'm buying a low-income ticket. So when I get the notification from them that direct ticket sales are going to happen, I'll let everybody know and find out who wants to be on that list. So, well, Stephen and Bill got tickets off of that. I know that. Or Stephen and Bill and Biscuit. Oh. It's everything's delayed because of that case going on in Nevada right now. Otherwise, regular ticket sales would have started already, probably. So things are changing.
What's the likely? I mean, what's the ETA on that case being?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know anything that's going on with that right now. But the website and Burning Man is pretty much saying middle January we'll give you an announcement. And I know there's so many things that are going on right now with them that I think we're about to get a burst of information for about a lot of different things. So, and that's their call. They want to do that. I don't know too much about it. And I thought they were going to be changing the direct ticket sale program this year to some degree, but I don't know how far they're going to go with it. So, and then so I've got the information on the website for the way that the tickets. I think it's on the website where I put the. Did you see that? You saw the.
It's in the profile, and you fill it out. The ticket.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. So I put out the registration form, but I'm still working on I'm still working on another software package that somebody's supposed to have been setting up for me, which should allow us to get people registered, manage payment, projects, and people. But he gave it to me last night, and I looked at it, and I went, oh my God, it's so complicated. And then he messaged me a minute ago wanting to talk about it, but he says that he's going to walk me through it and tell me how to set it up. So the form that I set up today and put out there, is me just trying to put together everything I need. I used last year's form and stuff that I was missing over time to kind of put it together. But the fees on there, I think, is exactly where we're going to go with that, and see where. I want to make sure nobody's upset by it, and then if people have problems with it, I'll tackle that case by case.
Wanted to do water tank and
Yeah, I want to do a regular water and a gray water tank this year. That way we don't have to deal with any of that nonsense with bringing out jugs again. You know, people are going to have to. Yeah, I mean, we did a 500-gallon tank, and we only used just over 300 gallons, so which I'm shocked by.
I think a lot of people brought
Well, we were being very conservative, and we weren't. There was a point where we were just filling tanks and filling water jugs and taking care of stuff, and then we started realizing we had more water than we thought, which is fine. Everybody still has to bring emergency water for themselves.
Yeah.
At 1 to 1.5 gallons a day is what I was telling people. Yeah, you have to take care of, make sure your shit's taken care of. So Bill, I've got to organize the storage and take new inventory too. And that's got to happen sometime soon. My own finances right now are not especially strong for that. So I've priced out new stores that are about the same. I get some hands to help me move this stuff out there. Mission and 10th at a public storage is there, and it is packed to the roof of stuff. Steven, myself, and Rick had to body slam that door closed. And then I still have a bunch of stuff in the back room of our house that I have to get out before I drive me and my housemates nuts. And Stephen and Bill have some stuff, and Rick and Kevin have some stuff too. They only have a few things, but I need to get those out of their place because they're still not sure if they're coming this year. I think a pair of them said they definitely won't, but I don't remember all the details.
Bill and Steven are in Europe, I'm pretty sure.
And Rick and Kevin talked about maybe
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
they have a lot of really good friends down there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not offended. I mean, sometimes you gotta change camps.
I don't mind. I think they're very
Well,
see them this weekend.
okay. Yeah, I mean, it's an ebb and flow. And so I don't take it personally, so it's not a big deal. I don't take it personally.
We're with you. We'll be there.
We've had good people every year. It's, you know,
We're gonna do
it's kind of cool that I can sit back and see what happens, and you know, I've been able to spot people that aren't a good fit really easily. It's funny, like someone was telling me a story. It was like about the one girl that I told no to, who was kind of, you know, and I was worried that I offended Melody because Melody was coming on a high recommendation, and I wasn't sure where I sat with her when I first interviewed with her. But this other girl, I was like, just not getting a good vibe from this. And then she came to camp apparently when I was not there, and was talking to Melody and hanging out. Someone else talked to her, and I said, I could see why. Yeah. It didn't make me feel good to have to go there, especially when I wanted, when I still didn't know Melody, but I still had a vibe that I couldn't put my finger on. But when I met Melody, I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this woman. Oh, we had a great camp. We did.
No major bugs or issues. Anything? I know there were
Well,
probably some flare-ups now and then, but
what I might have saw were issues were things I talked to Scott and Ray about, and they didn't see some of these situations the same way I did, and they pointed out a few facts that I didn't see, and so I don't see them as problems. Any concerns with people that aren't taking care of themselves or getting too lost in the party and not sleeping or not taking, physical care of themselves are things we don't want to have happen. It went on with a campmate from 2014, and we were part of being there and helping us with our people that got sick or got injured. It was a huge blessing to have him there for that. So I was actually talking to Glam Cox right before our meeting. I had a meeting with those guys.
oh, is it?
Yeah, they were from Glam Cox. And they said they had 5 doctors, 2 nurses in their camp. And that was like, okay. I was extraordinarily grateful for the one that I had. Yeah, so it's a good thing.
Do we know that were there last year that committed to coming back?
I've got an idea of some people. About a fourth of the crowd so far seem to be on. Bob Bogard, is he a friend of yours? Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about coming and joining us, but I reached out to him earlier today. I just hadn't heard back.
He stated I would be really surprised if they didn't stay.
Oh, okay. Well, he said he was going to camp with us because he's got a projector that I want to use in the temple for showing movies.
Okay.
So I want to get some really cheesy Hindu mythology films to show on a couple of nights. So that's the goal with that. There's other things we can do with it too, but yeah. At night, we're not going to have a lot of activity, but it's mostly a day camp again and chill space at night. So same thing, pretty much. Unless we come up with some nighttime activities, but I just don't see it. I see us as a daytime principal camp. Yeah, and it also depends on who our neighbors are. Like this year, I mean, we had nighttime camps around us.
Yeah.
And we were the daytime camp. But at nighttime, the big problem for us is that we fell into blackness. You couldn't see our camp at night. So we have to change that for this year.
Yeah.
So. And then definitely with the signage and everything I'm putting together, it's going to look a lot different, a lot better. So. All right, what time is it? Oh. All right. Did anyone have any questions? It looks like we lost Jeff.
Yeah, he said he was going to probably listen later.
Oh, okay. And hopefully this thing is recorded and saved wherever it does. I know Jim, supposedly, we'll figure that out. I have no idea. Do you have anything that you wanted to bring to the table? Okay. Are you a building kind of guy? Like Rick was like super buildy kind of dude. Because I'm good at like developing a vision for a lot of things, and I know what needs to happen, but I'm not putting it together. That's because like the zoetrope, I knew exactly how it needed to be, and there were things I would have done differently. But we worked within with what we had. Yeah, so.
And it turned out well. It was neat.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people got a chance to appreciate what was going on with it.
Yeah.
So, but that goes into the darkness, and the word placement, and all that other stuff. So, the way we designed the interior of the temple this year, and the courtyard is going to be important for lighting. I do have 2 projects that are on the far-fetched fantasy side still. Well, the big one is an art car.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I know Mike has been or Pico has been interested in something, but he's not seeing the same. Well, he's flip-flopping back and forth. Yeah.
He gets a hall pass.
So, but he doesn't have the exact same vision for the art car that I have, but I don't know. Things will work out one way or another. And then the second thing is just flame effects, or a fire propane-based presence in the public area. At the entrance in the courtyard, we need more lighting, but I want to have fun with the theme this year, and a lot of interactivity.
Is it possible to partner with someone else on the art car? Does that ever happen?
Oh yeah.
That seems like really complicated, really expensive.
Bill, yeah, but if somebody's sort of.
It has to be street legal.
Well, it doesn't have to be street legal. It has to be legal within certain parameters. It can be towed out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, what I'm thinking about is pretty much flat surface space, just for people to, with backs, or for people to be able to chill, with all those pillows that Mary brought last year, pretty much, on that. And then my fantasy is a vacuum formed, like orange sun blazing up. So can do God's kind of standing chair, like a throne.
It could be sort of like one of those magic.
Yes, exactly. Actually, that's exactly along the line.
Yeah.
But back
those
support.
Are those technically art cars?
Yeah. So like this would be like a giant bathtub with a flat bottom and just walls.
Yeah.
And with all the pillows thrown in that. And then on the front the sun, for the heaven theme, and if I can, you guys have seen Sense8? Have you seen Sense8? Have you seen the Ganesh from that, the parade scene? I would give my balls to have those things. They were so gorgeous. They make them out of paper mache, these giant figures of Ganesh and all that other stuff. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how I can make that without it looking janky. I can do it, but I have no space to build. And I did use American Steel one year. I rented space there. It could be an option, but it has to fit in the budget.
Right.
So yeah. So that's that. So those are the fantasy projects, anyways. But everything else, I think, is doable. Wheel of Destiny, Hexatrope, Zoetrope, and all the lighting and all that other stuff. The sign, yeah. So I think it's all doable.
Okay.
Hunter's working on the 3D graphic for the camp. I wrote. You've seen the graphic that I published, and then we'll see what other camps want to join in on this. Melody came up with the idea of having a Moon Guardians camp. It's all lesbian, camp, which I thought was great. But she's telling me she doesn't think she's going to be able to make it this year. So. But I told her I want her back. Period. Oh yeah, she is a machine. So.
Best laugh.
What's that?
Best laugh in the camp.
Oh, she's super awesome. Yeah, I totally crushed on her, when I got to know her. Yeah. All right. So hopefully this will actually save somewhere and people can see it. And then we'll try another meeting again in the near future. Hopefully it looks like you guys are getting good sound on this. So we'll take a review and publish it. Does anybody have anything they want to say? All right. All right, guys. Thank you very much. And we'll meet again sometime in the near future. All right. Now let's see if I can figure this out. Stop broadcast.